Hey, good morning. This is Jerry here over at Wealth Dynamics. I hope you're having a terrific day today. Wanted to give you a quick video and talk to you about which sacred account companies you should be considering, who we work with, why we work with them, and really who the top dogs are if you are setting up a sacred account. So we stick with the four major mutual companies. We have New York Life, Northwestern Mutual, Mass Mutual, and Guardian. Those are kind of our top ones. And the reason why those are our top ones is they are the most transparent with their financial reporting. They have the highest actual delivered dividend rates, not projected, actual. And also they're each good at a certain separate thing with sacred accounts. Each one of them has kind of a strength in a certain area that makes them viable to work with if a client is looking for certain objectives with their account. So before I jump into this, personally, I own a New York Life one, I own a Guardian, and I also own a Mass Mutual. So I have all three of those. And the benefit with those policies is a little bit different for each one. So if you're, and I'm going to start with Guardian, if you're a investor that's looking for flexibility, meaning you want to be able to increase and decrease your contributions, Guardian is going to be the company you want to go with. Okay. Also, if you have 401k money, 403b money, anything that's going to go in a retirement account, a qualified plan, qualified plans are allowed to own life insurance. Guardian is going to be the best company for that as well. They have the best understanding of how to build that out. And so we have a lot of success with them there. Thirdly, if you're looking for a positive loan spread, meaning when you borrow money, your interest rate that you pay is less than your dividend that you earn, right? Guardian is going to be top dog for that as well. So those are the three where Guardian are really strong. If you're going for just the overall highest dividend rate, okay, that's where Mass Mutual is the best. They're going to have the highest dividend rate, hands down. And again, this is actual, not projected. So there's companies like Foresters, Penn Mutual, etc. They project really high dividend rates to attract business, but then they tend to underdeliver on them when it actually comes down to, announcing and declaring the dividend. So we're looking at Mass Mutual as the highest actual dividend rates. They're going to do the best job for you there. If you're looking for high early cash value, Mass Mutual is also the best for that. So they're going to give you the most liquidity on your cash value. And again, that will mean you probably have a negative loan spread. If you borrow, your dividend is going to be a little bit lower than the interest you pay. Okay, so that's going to be a concern to look at as well. And then next thing we're looking at is if you're thinking of putting together a plan for a low interest rate, then you're also going to be looking at Mass Mutual for that as well. Okay, so Mass Mutual is going to give you one of the lowest loan interest rates. They're about 5% variable, and to be fair, New York Life has that as well. But Mass Mutual, theirs is really good because they have that high early cash value, and they also have the ability for you to borrow at that low interest rate and really take advantage of that. And actually, if you look at reports, Mass Mutual is one of the most frequently bank-owned life insurance policies. So corporations and banks, they'll buy life insurance policies quite frequently, and that's typically who they're going with is Mass Mutual. Not to say they always do, but a high percentage of the time they're using Mass Mutual. And that leaves us with New York Life, and that leaves us with Northwestern Mutual. So New York Life is a great company. They have very good financial strength. I do have to say, working with them, they do not quite have a mindset like we're looking for with companies on designing policies. So they don't exactly get the sacred account model. So when we go to them and we say, hey, we want to set up an account, it's really hard to get very high liquidity. And they'll do a decent job, but it's really hard to jack the liquidity. It's really hard to jack the liquidity up. And also it's hard for them to really be flexible with contributions as well. They're going to expect you to stay with what you committed to, right? So those are really like the differences there. The final one that I haven't covered is Northwestern Mutual, and they're a good company. They're financially strong. They're very just unflexible and kind of just not interested in setting up infinite banking or sacred accounts or any sort of policy where you're using it for the banking concept. They're really not set up for that. If you talk to them, they won't really be interested in designing the illustration that way. They're looking more for a traditional base premium whole life insurance policy where you're not trying to load in paid up additions. You're trying to get as much insurance as you can and a really good dividend rate. So that's kind of their claim to fame. But as far as, you know, using it as a financing tool, a leverage tool, an acquisition tool, Northwestern Mutual just doesn't have the goodies, just because they don't have the mindset. So guys, I hope that video helps today. I'm going to drop a link here in the comments really quick. If you're watching this and you want to learn more about the Sacred Account, you can go to my site. It's sacredaccount.com. Again, that's sacredaccount.com. Make sure you check that out. If you do want to continue learning more about it, I'm going to continue posting videos, but that's a great place to go to. And then make sure you do like, share, and subscribe. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.